Hey, what is up everyone? Hope you're all having a wonderful time. Here a quick guide on the cold Frostbite Sorcerer in last Epoch. The cold Frostbite Sorcerer is a very basic and fun build that focuses on the cold element Frostbite that will deal damage over time to enemies affected by it. By using the unique boots Snowdrift makes it so we gain some pretty crazy cold penetration with Frostbite, and at the current state almost 400% from just the boots. Ice Barrage will shoot out shards of ice for a 8-second duration, chilling and freezing everything, while the shards also will homing towards enemies. And this is mainly used for clearing echoes, but work as a filler skill against bosses as well. For single target we're using Lightning Blast, and this will start to chain on our target, hitting the target for multiple times, providing some huge stacks of the Frostbite. We're also using Flame Ward for some extra protection, providing both ward, damage reduction from hits and also elemental damage. Focus is to regain our mana, cause this is quite a heavy mana spender build, making it pretty much a must-have for this build. And lastly we're using Teleport as a mobility skill, and here we also gain some great bonuses to ward once we do use this teleport skill. For defense we have some different sources, but the main defense is going to be from our relic, and this is making it so we convert a percentage of our current health to ward once we cast an elemental spell, making us get some pretty decent numbers of ward. And on top of that we also gain quite a bit of leech from using our skills, and also from the Frostbite dots as well. Also on pros, it's a very good map clear build. It got decent single target, I would say, and it also freezes everything except for bosses. For cons, I would say the biggest thing here is going to be the uniques, that they are quite rare to get, some of them. For the uniques here, let's start with Snowdrift, and this got its unique modifier 2% cold penetration with Frostbite per 10% freeze rate multiplier. And as I mentioned before, this makes us get almost 400% cold penetration with the Frostbite with the current setup that we are using. Really strong for this build, and we also get some extra chance to apply Frostbite on hit. We get some cold damage with spells, and also increase move speed per 2 dexterity up to 20%. Frostbite Shackle is another great choice for this build. We get chance to apply Frostbite on hit, increase Frostbite duration, freeze rate multiplier, ward gain on freeze, and lastly 1% ward retention per 1% uncapped cold resistant, which can be stacked pretty high with the right investment. And lastly we have the Twisted Heart of Ukeros, I hope I pronounced that right, and from this we gain its really strong modifier that will provide a percentage of current health converted to ward when we directly cast a elemental spell. And as I mentioned before, this is our main layer of defense for this character, and we can get up to a couple thousand ward pretty quickly. We also get +1 to level of elemental skills, so we got some strength, cast speed, and on top of that also the base provide a percentage increase to health up to 20%. Some stats to look for: go for health, resist and critical strike avoidance for the cap, increased cold, and also elemental damage, increase elemental damage over time and normal damage over time, freeze rate multiplier, and also cast speed. And for the class specific stats, try to go for chance to apply Frostbite on cold hit, and also increase cold damage over time. For the idols, you want to go for 3 Adorn Idol with the chance to apply Frostbite on cold hit. And for the suffix, we want to get flat health. We're also using unique idol called Throne of Ambition, which will give us stacks of ambition when we hit a boss or rare enemy every second. And this will grant us 2% more cold damage per stack of ambition, up to a total of 40% once we do reach max stacks, which is 20. For the blessings, some of the more notable ones are going to be from the Black Sun timeline, and here we want to go for a percentage of spell damage leached as health, and this works great combined with our relic. Timeline Ending the Storm, we can get some increased cold damage. From Reign of Dragons for the percent to critical strike avoidance. timeline Age of Winter for a chance to shred cold resist on hit. And lastly, Spirit of Fire for a chance to apply Frailty on hit. And let's go over quickly the most important skills for this build, starting with Ice Barrage. So when we use Ice Barrage, we open a rift that will repeatedly shoot a barrage of ice charge in a target direction, and these will also homing towards your enemies. We're starting with Wintry Blast here for the extra projectile, making it so we can cover more area with the skill, and this will help with the clear speed. Nail Shot for a 100% chance to pierce your enemies with Ice Barrage, and Hypothermia will make it so we apply Frostbite chance when we are piercing. Eternal Winter for a longer duration for the Ice Barrage, and Challenge the Elements will make it so when we face rare and bosses, it will increase its fire rate against them, give some boost to the DPS once we are facing bosses for it. And lastly, Hailstorm for a quicker fire rate for Ice Barrage. Lightning Blast will be our main single target ability, and very simple, we shoot out a bolt of lightning at the target. Chain Lightning will make it so the Lightning Blast can now chain additional times but will cost more mana. Convergence makes it so Lightning Blast will only chain on the first target it will hit, and this makes like a really great shotgun effect against bosses, playing huge amounts of Frostbite. Arcane Power for even more additional chains with the skill. Overcharge will make it so we have a chance to double cast our skill, and Hypercharge for a quadruple chance to cast the skill. Innate Conduit just so we can use the skill if we get out of mana, a remainder point in Crackling Speed for just some more cast speed with Lightning Blast. We're using Teleport as our mobility skill. Ether Burial will grant us ward once we use Teleport. Out of Body will convert a percentage of health to ward. Stable Bubble for some ward retention. Out of Mind will make so when we use Teleport we granted ward equal to our intelligence. Crystalline Passage for some more cold resist and also armor. Flame Ward is used as a protective ability, and this provides us some ward and also some damage reduction. Astonish will make it so it will autocast the Flame Ward if we get stunned. Dual Aegis makes it so we get 2 charges for Flame Ward skill. Barrier makes it so we take less damage from hits while Flame Ward is active. Prismatic Buffer makes it so we take reduced elemental damage taken while this is active. Recollection for some ward retention, and Dilation for just a longer duration for the Flame Ward skill. Focus is a channel skill, and we gain mana while we are channeling the skill. Mana Flooded for some mana regen. Desperate Meditation makes it so we get some increased mana regen per missing mana. Revelation makes it so after we channel the skill for 1 second we gain a burst, and this will then provide ward and also some bonus mana. Energy Infusion just so we get some haste after we have channeled the skill. Everward for some more ward retention, and we're also having Chilling Aura here, makes it so we take less damage taken from shield enemies. And here a quick preview of the passive skill tree. But for more information about the build, I do recommend you go and check out the last Epoch build planner. Both for the passives and the skills, you can simply use the progression bar at the bottom to easily see when and where to progress in the build. To the left, you can also get a basic loot filter on the build planner that will highlight all you need to get for both leveling and for the endgame. Link for this will be in the description. So, what do you think about the cold Frostbite Sorcerer? Have you tried it out before or tried another version of it? Feel free to tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!